just because of this imbalance, the prices of the bread were being hiked. Workers and laborers' wages were fixed, which made them incapable in buying their food and to feed their family. Yes, during that time, the workers or the laborers, wherever they were working, their wages were fixed, and these fixed wages were not increased by their masters with the change in the prices of the bread. Due to this, they became incapable in buying their food and to feed their family, and it created the situation of the starvation throughout the French society. This widened gap between the poor and the rich. Yes, this shortage of food, price hiking, fixed wages, all such insupportive policies of the government widened a gap between poor and rich and encouraged the ordinary public to fight for their rights. So, the survival became worse when hail and drought reduced harvest and created shortage of food grains. Yes, the situation was being worse day by day, and it became worse when there was a natural disaster in the form of drought and hail, and due to this there was a reduction in harvest, and this created the shortage of food grains. This led to subsistence crisis that occurred frequently in France. Yes, such shortage of food supported or led to the situation that is subsistence crisis, and it frequently again and again it was faced by this situation was faced by the French people. So, this subsistence crisis actually is a situation, extreme situation, where the basic means of livelihood are endangered. It was the critical condition when there was nothing to eat and the survival of the people was in danger, and it was becoming very difficult. And in this situation, here you can see the women's were protesting their march against the price hacking of the bread. They were demanding, they were protesting in front of the Palace of Versailles in Paris. And in political causes or condition, you have learned that there was the interference of Marie Antoinette in the administration. So, this is one of the popular statement given by her when the France was facing the subsistence crisis. She stated that if the people have no bread, let them eat cake. How insensible she was, how insensible, emotionless statement was given by her during this situation when there was nothing to eat. She was asking people to eat cake. She was unaware about the situation. So, such type of condition was prevailing in France during the revolution. Now, children, whenever there is any revolution, so number of causes or number of factors become responsible, become supportive for that situation. So, unlike economic, environmental or social structure or political structure, there was a important factor, that was the intellectual revolution, or it was a role played by the middle class to make the people aware, to demand for their rights. So, how did they emerge, and what type of society they were demanding? The 18th century witnessed the emergence of new social group termed as middle class. Children, you have learnt about the third state. In the third state, further there were the three categories in which some big business persons were there, lawyers and administrative peoples, philosophers, educationists, all they were belonging to the that third estate, and most of them were the educated, and they believed that no group in society should be privileged by birth, rather a person's social position must be depend on his merit. This group had the idea that means totally this group was against the privileges given by birth. Even they were giving more importance to the capability of the person to gain position in the society, to get privileges in the society. Indirectly or in a simple words, they were demanding or promoting a society based on freedom and equal laws. These were some of the philosophers of that time. Uh, they they promoted different ideas for the promotion of equality, justice and liberty. During the 18th century, the ideas of philosophers like John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau and Montesquieu became popular among masses through newspapers and books. Yes, these were the three main philosophers of the who played an important role in French Revolution. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, you can see John Locke, you can see, who wrote the book Two Treatises of the Government, in which he refuted the divine rights of the king. Jacques Rousseau, you can see, he was the Rousseau, one of the important philosopher of that time, and he delivered the ideas of social contract, in which he promoted, supported a relationship between the representative and the government. He was Montesquieu, you can